Kabo.
I'm Rio.
And I'm Zora, and this is Mind Your Fufu. On our last video, we gave you some great updates of all the great things going on in the Mind Your Fufu world. One, we moved from Maryland to North Carolina.
Yes.
Two, we purchased our first home.
Yes.
We got engaged, and we'll be getting married soon. I can't wait. And we started our vegan lifestyle. But in today's video, we are going to share our love story, how we met, and also going to share, also going to share our top 2 tips for you guys out there that are searching or looking or in the process of love. All right. Okay, first, before we even jump into this, we just want to let you guys know we met online. We were both on Match.com. I was living in North Carolina at the time, about to start travel nursing. I was single as a dollar bill, so single I didn't even have a house plan. And I was in the mindset of, you know what, I am content with my singlehood. I am okay with it. If I end up having to be like Oprah and just find a stead man, great. If not, I'm really good. As long as I got my family, my friends, and travel, I'm straight. You were?
I was in Denver, Colorado at the moment, and I was working. I work for the government, so my work takes me here and there sometimes. And I was also in the process of, I wasn't planning or looking to be like Oprah. I was really looking for love, so. And during that moment, I felt I needed a companion, I needed somebody. And I just don't want to be anybody. I wanted to be the right person.
Okay.
So I went on Match.com, there's a whole lot of people in there. And I was in Denver then, so I was planning on moving back to Maryland. So while living in Denver, I had my location as Maryland.
And I was living in Raleigh, but I changed my location to Maryland because that's where my first assignment was going to be.
Yeah, so that's how we met. I was in Denver. Well, we both eventually migrated back to Maryland, and we started from there.
So, let me put y'all up on game. We kind of played this cat and mouse with each other for just a little bit.
She started it.
Just a little bit. So, I guess with it being online, I needed to really know that he was serious. So we kind of set up a date, and I flaked, I think, the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we set up another date, and all of a sudden he was busy. But you technically really were busy because you were in the process of moving and getting everything situated for your apartment. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I could just still made it. But then I was tired, so I was like, okay, she flaked on me. This is my turn to flake on her, so we even.
Okay, so then we were even, and we planned a third date, and this time, in between that time, we were still communicating and everything and kind of getting a better vibe for one another, and we were done with the cat and mouse and met for our first date in the Maryland Inner Harbor.
Yes.
And so we just kind of were walking around a little bit and decided to have dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, which is really not one of my favorite restaurants, but out of the selection that was available to us, it was perfect. Just for us to be able to have an opportunity to sit down face to face, kind of see if our chemistry was the same in person, and to, just have that initial face to face
connection.
What are your plans for the next 5 years?
Yeah.
Almost the interview.
Actually, that was one of our questions, or that was one of our conversations. What is your plan for the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself? What are your goals? What are you looking for?
Now, mind you, in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I just started travel nursing. I'm out here making my money, living or ready to live my best travel life, and then here you come. I ain't even been in Maryland a month yet, saying all the right things and being all the right things, and here we are. So, first date, I'll let him tell y'all. Now let me preface this with, like I said, I was traveling. I didn't pack my whole closet. I just packed a few things, right? Because I was like, what if I don't like it? I could go back. Okay, let me just preface this with that.
So on the first date, usually when people plan to meet on the first date, you want to have your hair done, nails done, nice clothes, your shoes, and all of that. As a regular guy, I think I wore my t-shirt and my jeans
Oh, so you get to be regular.
and a sneaker. Well, that's like common for guys on
Okay,
the first
see,
date.
such
Then
standards.
when you go on an extra day or another actual plan, real plan date, that's when you want to dress up and maybe I put on a suit or tie or whatever. So on this day when we met, actually, was you in the restaurant before me?
No, you got there before I did.
Okay.
And I parked and I saw you on the street corner, like you were on the corner making sure I
Right,
knew which
right.
way to go.
Right.
And I looked, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay,
Like
so
he's actually the height he said he was. Okay.
again, I was early for the day. I had to
He
wait
was
for her.
familiar with the area.
That's our excuse. Anyways, so she came, we went in, and I wasn't really looking at what she was wearing or the clothes, the shoe, whatever. Like, I'm the type of guy that I'm not into the material thing. I'm into what's inside of that person, what you present, how you present it, and how you speak actually, and how you carry yourself. So we went, we had dinner, we talked, and we actually started walking back to the parking garage where we parked the car. That's when I noticed our feet. Like, okay, this is the first day. She has a nice shirt on and a skirt. And then I look at the feet, I'm like, what the hell? So, anyways, guys, she's gonna show you why I say that.
But I love these shoes. Don't judge me, y'all. So these are Crocs that I stole from my mama actually. But they're so comfortable. And I didn't have any heels because I really don't wear heels. And I didn't have any other shoes to wear at the time. And it was still warm. I didn't want to put the skirt and the peacock shirt with some sneakers. So I thought that was the next best thing.
Yeah, because I thought maybe a sneaker would have even looked a little more casual. But the flip flop just was like, okay, I was like, maybe this is the first day. She just got out of work. She has to rush and make the day, so
Which
she
I
don't
did.
cancel again.
I did.
And she
I
just
worked.
put that on, and I was like, don't judge the book by the cover. I'm gonna give her another chance. So I didn't take however she looked into the consideration of she's not what I'm looking for, or that's not what I expected. That expectation sometimes in these days is actually overrated. So you have to really know who the person is to make a decision for yourself, not from their appearance.
Well, either way, from our communication before we actually met face to face, and then basically our face to face sealed the deal. As look, we were very intentional in our communication of
Right.
this is what.
Right. I know from my communication, like we talk like every night, like 2 or 3 hours till late, like almost every night.
That was like after our first date. I feel like you were just kind of like. Before we actually met face to face, our communication wasn't as.
We still talk every day.
Yeah, but it was basic.
Well, I won't say basic because when you text all day and follow up with calls, I don't think that's basic.
That was closer to when right before we met, but like when we first started communicating,
Right,
it was
right,
very
right,
basic.
right, that's
I guess
basic.
he was still, trying to narrow down his pitch.
I'm still trying to figure you out.
And so either way, we went on our first date. The next day we decided like, hey, this is what I want. You want the same thing. Let's not even waste time or play games. And we decided to make it official. And then we had a date that next day because like we met on Tuesday, we're official that Wednesday. The next day, and then the next day we had more dates all the rest of that week. And now we're here. That was September of last year, and our 1 month, our 1 year anniversary. Our first anniversary will be this coming Friday, September 18th. So when I tell you it is amazing what can happen to you in a year, in love, life, whatever you put your mind to or allow and open your life to experience and receive, great things gonna happen.
And
So
always trust God.
trust the Lord. Number one, don't waste time being something that you're not. Like, you want to say my shoes was corny or whatever, but I love those shoes, okay? They're still in my life.
Yeah.
Be who you are, because honestly, if you start out being something that you think that person wants, or what you want to be presented as or seen as, you're gonna be exhausted trying to keep that up. Just be who you are, and if they're gonna rock with you, 100, then they'll rock with you 100, and you won't have to question it or think twice about it. And number two, be open to trying new things. And I'm not saying like, jumping off bridges and some extreme type stuff or dangerous stuff, because extreme can be good. But what I'm saying is be open in your life or in your methods. Because, a lot of people still have a little salt in their mouth when it comes to online dating. But if I hadn't have stepped out and tried it, I wouldn't have met my soon-to-be husband and have this amazing chapter to even speak on. So just don't close your minds to the possibilities of what can happen when you're comfortable or willing to step out of your comfort zone.
Tip number one is time. Your timeline is your timeline. Like, we have this societal norms where people believe that you need to know somebody for 6 months, dating for a year or 2, then get married after that, and then settle down and this and that. That's not how it works for everybody sometimes. When you're ready, you know you're ready. So when this great person comes along in your life and this is what I want, that's what you want. When you're ready, you're ready. My second tip is know what you want, and if you want to play, let the other person know. If they're willing to play, they'll play with you. Don't waste their time, because you playing with them is wasting their time if they don't know. If I'm trying to take you serious, but you're not serious with me, and I have to worry or question about what you're doing, where you're at, if you're gonna call me or text me why you didn't respond to my text, please be upfront with people. If you're busy, you're busy. And if they understand, they want to stay, they like that kind of things, they will stay. And if they don't, just be upfront, be honest. Thank you.
All right, so those are our love tips, and I just want to say I spoke you into existence. And I say that I had this conversation with one of my sisters by choice way back when about, whoever God has for me is going to be a special one. And I'm going to know that he's sent by God because it's going to be on his timeline, and it's going to be so right for me that I can't deny it. And anybody that knows me knows I get cold feet and will run. Like, this feels right, I'm out. But when I met you, it was almost, there was that song that I used to play all the time, I messed around and found a real one.
Yeah.
And that's literally how I felt. Like, there were some days, especially when we first started dating, where it felt like a dream. I would really have to kind of pinch myself a little bit, because things literally just fell into place with us. And it was literally everything that both of us have been looking for or wanted in our forever relationship. And I think that was the beauty, or is the beauty of us, is
Yeah.
it seemed so right from jump.
Right, because it's the same thing for me. Like, I've been in relationships, and when it feels right, it feels right. And when it's right, it's right. So, and we're grown, so if you believe like, okay, I see myself with this person for forever, I see myself being with this person for a lifetime, I see myself being in love with this person to infinity. Like, there are some things that you see in people that makes you closer to them, that makes you make a decision like, okay, this is right, this is a good feeling. And sometimes you might doubt those feelings, but you gotta try at least. If you don't try, you never know. God has a process of bringing people in our life when we least expect. She's my angel.
Thank you, my king. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm thankful, and I truly see it as a blessing that God would bestow such a man of God and a man of valor, and with such strong commitment with everything that you put your You're mine too. You commit, you follow through, and I really appreciate that. And I'm thankful and blessed to have such a love in my life. And he put a ring on it. He won't playing. When I tell you, when a man, because see, men, they know what they want. So don't let them play and be messy in your life.
Next week, our video will be about the process of buying a house, and we will be sharing our experience with you guys and what not to do and what to do, where to start, how to start, and
I literally was just staring at you. I forgot to look back at them because I was just like, that's my man.
Yeah, it was good. Leave it in there too. Oh, look at that. Not looking at it.
Okay, sorry. Whew, I got stuck in a love spell. But yes, we will have our video about the home buying process. So be on the lookout for that next Sunday. Again, that's next Sunday. The Olurins soon to be will be coming after that. So you guys have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Enjoy the rest of what is left. And we wish you love, light, and positivity as you start this next work week. You guys stay safe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next Sunday.
And share.
Share. Yes, please do. Share this love experience.
So see you guys next week.
Odabo. Give me a kiss.